Good evening and welcome to News 10 on My Fox 10. Imagine finding out at the age of 7 that cancer would take away mobility in one of your legs. It's tough to wrap your head around. But for one Wabash Valley teenager, that obstacle not only did not hold him back, he used it to make a splash on a national stage. News 10's Matt Gregory reports, and it's new for you tonight at 10.
In the water, he glides like a fish. Sam McCarter could be your average high school swimmer, but he's fresh off competing in a national swim championship, the Can-Am Games in Florida.
I remember after my 100 breast, turn around seeing my time on the first one was a 132.01, and just like, it's crazy because like the day before in practice, I was swimming 148s.
If you're not familiar with the Can-Am Games, it's okay. They are for Paralympic athletes like Sam.
You don't really know what to think whenever you're 7. You're just, what's cancer?
The tumor went from about 20 centimeters above his kneecap all the way up into almost into his hip.
Sam's mother, Mary McCarty, was faced with a tough decision. She allowed his doctor to perform what at the time was only the 7th surgery like it in the world.
They took out the bad part of his femur, more or less amputated it, and then they stuck metal prosthetics, built a leg for him out of titanium.
I went in being able to walk and feeling normal, and I came out feeling completely different, not being able to move my leg, move my toes, feel my leg. It just felt completely different.
But the doctor's plan to get Sam back on his feet brought Sam to the pool, using swimming to get strength back in his legs.
I was afraid I was going to sink whenever I first started swimming because, I mean, you have a big rod in your leg and you're like, you know, well, this might weigh me down. It's something awkward in the water.
That's where this story turns from learning to use a new leg to turning that rehab into a competition.
We put him on the swim team and he just kind of took off, and granted he never ended up getting first place, but he had fun and he found it challenging and he loved to race. He's very competitive.
Now a sophomore at Terre Haute North High School, Sam is competing year-round and putting his best stroke forward, the breaststroke to be exact, which is exactly what he displayed at the Can-Am Games this year.
3rd place in the 50 breast, 5th place in the 100 breast, and then 2nd place in the 200 breast.
Sam has taken a disability and turned it into a world-class skill, bringing new meaning to the phrase sink or swim. In Vermilion County with photojournalist Gary Bryan, Matt Gregory, News 10.
We wish him the best. Sam plans to compete in the December Can-Am Games. For that, he is training right now.